During the winter, after the last of the tourists have gone, Salt Spring becomes a quiet mecca where the locals cozy up in their homes. But for the artists of Salt Spring, an artistic hibernation has just begun.
Well, basically, I just create like a multitude of different sculptures ranging in size using, scrap metal and recycling components as like my primary source of the medium.
Carl Sean is a Salt Spring-based artist who, while attending art school, found his medium.
So let's definitely learn how to weld and take full advantage of this. It just clicked.
Using almost any kind of metal he can get his hands on, Carl Sean creates massive, life-size sculptures.
Actually, a life-size plus heron in there right now. And then you have like another piece, which is Nexus 4, which is the fourth mask piece that I have in a series called the Nexus series.
He's a dedicated artist who has sold his work all over the world and is constantly looking to improve and master his trade.
You really want to start to push the limits of working that medium.
And a big part of the reason Carl Sean has been so successful is because of the artistic community he's a part of.
Salt Spring, one of the primary things actually is like how, basically how dense it is with artists. There's something for everybody here. Painters, potters, to like a lot of sculptures, even working in the same medium as myself.
So what makes this quiet island such a perfect spot for the creative mind?
I think it's the freedom to let your hair down. I think that people feel the sense of freedom here, that you can really express yourself. You find your inner self, find your inner truth, and share that with the world. That hippie vibe is alive and well on Salt Spring Island, and I think because of that, we nurture people's individual talents.
It helps that the local art scene has become a staple in the Salt Spring community, providing an outlet for those looking to express themselves.
The Salt Spring Arts Council here is very strong, very vibrant. We've got great venues, excellent galleries. There's so much happening on the island to nurture the arts and nurture culture.
And this nurturing environment has let Carl Sean explore his creative spirit.
Gears, I really like engine parts because I think I like the idea of like kind of mechanical kind of components and everything like that, because everything, captures a lot of kind of movement, but I want to kind of embed everything where it's not super obvious. It's almost like you have to like kind of study it a lot more and then it'll kind of pop out. So it's almost like, that kind of sense of discovery. So each time you go back, something else might kind of pop out.
This artistic mecca, known as Salt Spring Island, is a haven for budding artists. But for Carl Sean, this scenic place offers the perfect environment to explore his craft and his passion.
Probably the fact that it's ever changing. It's not like you're manufacturing the same thing. It's like, it's going to take X amount of input, X amount of time, and that like everything is random. So when I really need something, I'll never find it.
For Go on ShawTV, I'm Tyler Hooper.